welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School gym. Packed house on a Friday night. Dowling and Ankeny. Dowling girls a winner in game one, 63-45. The boys game just about ready to start introductions. We'll start this off as Jimmy Cataldo will also have our keys to the game. All right, for the Ankeny Hawks, the head coach is Brant Carlson in his 10th year, 128 wins, 96 losses. He's assisted by Jamie Montgomery, and Jamie is the grandson of Johnny Orr, the former Iowa State coach. Lincoln Conry, Luke Parkinson, and Chris Danner round out the coaching staff as the Hawks come in with a record of 8-6, ranked 10th in Class 4A, averaging 57 points on offense and 57 points on defense. They will start at guard. Drew Sorensen, 6'2 senior, averaging 8 points. He'll wear number 23 and a captain. Jasani Campbell, 6'2 junior. He is their point guard, wearing number 25, averaging 15.5 points. At one forward, Keon Ford, a 6'4 sophomore, averaging 2.5 points, wearing number 31. And the other guard is Rio Aguirre, a 6'3 senior, leads the team with made three-pointers with 34, averaging 18.5 points, leads the team in scoring. And he's also a captain wearing number 35. And at center, the big man in the middle, 7'1" senior Max Allison, headed to Central College next year, averaging 3.5 points, 5 rebounds. As the Hawks come in with a record of 8-6. So once again, Sorensen, Campbell, Aguirre, Allison, and Ford, the 5 on the floor for the Ankeny Hawks. And now for Dowling Catholic on senior night, the Maroons will start an all-senior lineup, starting with senior captain Nate Jenkins, 6'1 senior, averaging 7.5 points. He'll wear number 2. The other senior captain is guard Maddox Capola, 6'2", 195-pound senior, averaging just under 4 points. He'll wear number 13. The third guard is point guard and senior Noah Martins, a 6' senior, averaging 12.5 points. Leads the team with just under 5 assists. He'll wear number 11. And the fourth guard for Dowling tonight, on senior night, Gio Keelis, 6'3 senior, averaging 9.5 points, 3 rebounds. Leads the team with 28 made three-pointers, and he'll wear number 21. And at center, the man in the middle is senior Charlie Crane at 6'10", leads the team in scoring with 13.5 points and leads the team in rebounding with 9. Crane will wear number 10. So Jenkins, Martins, Capola, Keelis, and Crane, the 5 on the floor for Dowling, with a record of 14-2 and ranked 4th in Class 4A, averaging 60.5 points, giving up 48.5 points on defense. The head coach Justin Einertson in his third year, 41 wins, 22 losses, assisted by John Nagel, Sam Young, Jimmy Nahas, Zach Nicholson, and Kevin O'Hare. And that is the tale of the tape. Jimmy Cataldo, the keys to the game as you see it tonight, Dowling and Ankeny.
Well, I think the Maroons have to move without the ball. They're so successful when they're transitioning, moving, when they get stuck and try to go one-on-one. Usually hasn't been a great recipe for them. For Ankeny, Max Allison has to have a big night on the boards. Keeping the Maroons out-rebound Ankeny, averaging 34, the Maroons are to Waukees 26. Max Allison has to do a great job of keeping the Maroons off the boards, especially on offensive rebounds, which the Maroons have been tremendous in the last few games, getting putbacks.
No question about it. Both teams coming off 1-point wins on Tuesday night. Dowling a win here against Johnson, 64-63, and Ankeny a win at Southeast Polk, 54-53. Hawks come in with a record of 8-6. Jimmy, you mentioned who the teams they played. They played up, and Dowling has too. And we're about ready to tip it off. Chad Shellmeyer will be tossing the ball in the air. He's one of our 3 officials. Jeff Osborne and Dante Terry round out our officiating crew tonight as we get set for game 2. The Hawks in their all black road uniforms with white numbers and gold trim, and Dowling in their home white uniforms with maroon numbers and letters. And the tip up and controlled by the big guy, Max Allison, and we're underway. 7-1 versus 6-10. Ankeny with the ball. They go left to right in front of us towards the north basket. Here's Aguirre with a little scoop shot underneath. Good. Rio Aguirre shoots and scores. He averages 18.5 points, and he got loose in the baseline, Jimmy.
Real tough move into the baseline. Was able to finger roll bank off the board. Nate Jenkins calling the defensive assignment on Aguirre, and I could see Capola getting some of that throughout the night. Aguirre's going to be tough to stop.
Now Allison guarding Capola. So Charlie Crane is posting up a Gary. Here's Coppola for three. It's no good. Crane with the rebound. Put back up and no good. And a whistle and a foul on Allison. So the 7-1 center for Ankeny picks up the foul. And free throws coming for Charlie Crane.
I think that time, defensive or the scout report, let Coppola shoot from the outside, try to beat. Coppola's a great mid-range jump shot. Hasn't been as consistent around the three-point range. But you give him enough, and all that comes to mind, and I can see him knock it down a couple on senior night.
First free throw by Crane, good. Second one off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Allison. It's 2-1, Ankeny. Here in this boys contest as we're underway on Dowling senior night. Now a catch and shoot from Keon Ford, good. Three-pointer from the left wing. Ford with the start tonight, the 6'4 sophomore looking good.
Maroons are giving a lot of attention to the scores of Ankeny and Campbell and Aguirre in that time, getting Ford wide open for a knocks down three-point shot.
Here's Jenkins, guarded by Jasani Campbell. 1 point guard guards another. Now they swing it to Coppola. Maddox, they're going to give him that outside shot, it looks like. Aguirre underneath. Goes inside against Allison. Now it gets to Jenkins, kicks it out to Coppola. Max for three, up good. Three-pointer right in front of the Ankeny bench for Maddox Coppola on senior night.
The type of attitude that Maddox has, I think he embraces this kind of, hey, they're going to play off you, force you to beat it. Steps up and knocks down his first shot out of two.
Ankeny with the ball underneath. Drew Sorensen draws the foul, and free throws coming for Ankeny. Fouls on Dowling, and that'll be on Gio Keelis, his first. And at the free throw line will be Drew Sorensen. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Iowa Wealth Management. First free throw up and good by Sorensen. And the second free throw good. Sorensen with 2 points. Now you're sitting right next to Jayla Williams, who's headed to Creighton next year and can be with Ava Zedeker. And now the shot blocked out of bounds. Crane had a shot blocked, but maybe she'll share some popcorn with you because she's sitting right next to you.
Well, it's women's basketball talent in the state of Iowa.
The whole Ankeny girls team right next to us.
That's right.
All right, it'll be Dowling basketball. Crane's shot was blocked out of bounds. 20 on the shot clock, and Dowling with the ball. And the big guy, Allison, is guarding Maddox Coppola. They kick it out to Maddox again for three. It's up off the back iron, no good. And a rebound, Ankeny. And the Hawks the other way with it. They get the ball in the front court. With it is Drew Sorensen. Now corner three up and off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, Allison, and he puts it home. And that height advantage there paid off there.
Well, I mentioned Allison has to be good on the boards. That time, really not getting any block out by Allison. Finds the offensive rebound, the putback. And so the Maroons aren't accustomed to finding a block out. And tonight, they better find Allison and block him out.
Here's Keelis for three. It's no good from the left wing. And a rebound, Max Allison. 9-4. Ankeny by 5. Their largest lead of the night. With the basketball is Campbell. Kicks it over in the corner for three. It's up and good. Rolls through by Drew Sorensen. That is his 7th made three, and a timeout Dowling. Sorensen with 5 points will keep it here with 4:48 to go first quarter, and Ankeny out to a 12-4 lead in the early going of the first half.
And the Maroons are getting beat by Ankeny's ability to get downhill on them, forced to come off the wings and leaving Ankeny wide open for a shot from the outside, and they're draining them.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, Skeffington's Formal Wear, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Construction Professionals. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner in game one, 63-45 over fourth-ranked Ankeny. Third-ranked Dowling girls improved their record to 16-3, and Maroons have got to get something going, and Ankeny's going to come out and they're going to do a little man-to-man full-court press, it looks like. They're taking Noah Martins out of everything. They're going to face guard him a little bit.
Well, they're going to face guard him on the full court entry pass, and they're going to run with him all the way down the court, make sure they Don't get away from him.
All right, Alfred Coley checks in, our usual starter for Dowling, but gave up his spot. And now Coley, corner three, up good, right over Allison. He has a look for the Ankeny student body.
Well, that's the Maroons' fifth shot from three, knocking down two. Very apparent that Ankeny's going to give him that shot, force Dowling to beat him out there. So Maroons got to find their shots and knock them down. It's going to be important.
Dowling cuts the lead to 5, 12-7 Maroons. And now a turnover. Coppola comes up with it as Campbell loses it. 4 minutes to play, and the Maroons trail by 5. And with the basketball, Crane goes against Allison. Put up shot, and it's blocked by Allison. Rebound Martins. He'll pull up for three. Up good! So the block shot turned into a three-pointer for the Maroons, and Noah Martins with three.
I can't remember throughout the year that Charlie Crane getting his shot blocked at the rim. Very impressive by Max Allison, not backing down one bit. But Martins finding the loose ball, knocking it down was a big shot for the Maroons, cutting it to 2.
Absolutely. Allison headed to Central College, and now down the lane. Shot is blocked by Charlie Crane. Sorensen had his shot blocked, retrieved by Dowling and Coppola. Maddox in the front court to Jenkins. Now to Coley on the baseline, guarded by Allison. And now reverse layup. Good! Alfred Coley off the bench with 5 points against the big guy.
Big steal by Nate Jenkins.
And now underneath to Coppola, right side, can't get off the shot. Martins for three, up and off the back iron, no good. Coley with the rebound, the Maroons will reset. Martins for three, good! The Maroons come climbing back.
Awesome to see Noah Martins knocking down 2 big threes here in the first quarter. He hasn't really got out and ran with his shot in the last few. He's got to feel really good, at least here in this first quarter, knocking down those 2.
And there's no timeout. They just blew the whistle. I think
they're warning Dowling for delay because they grabbed the ball that went through the net.
So 15-12 Dowling. Maroons have clawed back after being down 12-4. 11-0 run by Dowling. Here's Aguirre with it. He'll launch the three, and it's good. Rio Aguirre.
Pump fake, got his guy up in the air, reset on an off-balance three-point shot, flat-footed, knocked it down.
Aguirre with 5 points. That is his 35th made three of the year. Tied at 15, Dowling and Ankeny. And now here's a steal by Ankeny. 2-on-1 fast break. They leave it for Ford. Now he's in the lane, gets it out to Allison, back to Ford. Right wing, three-point line extended to Aguirre, guarded by Jenkins. They look underneath and slamming it home is Max Allison. Good entry pass, and Allison with his 4th point. And the Hawks up by 2, 17-15 with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
That's just a little bit of taste of what we're going to see. This game is going to get really exciting.
Now underneath, Jenkins with it, has the ball tipped away and saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Jasani Campbell down the lane. Layup good, right over Coppola. Campbell with his first 2 points. And we got a technical foul called on number 25, Jasani Campbell, after the basket. So that'll go down as a personal foul, and free throws coming for Dowling.
A little bit of a taunting as Campbell came down and made a nice move at the rim, converted on the shot. Motions are high and lost it a little bit there right in front of the official.
Noah Martins will shoot the technical for Dowling. Martins with a pair of three-pointers tonight has 6 points. First free throw up and short. Yeah, Campbell came and scored and then got caught up in some banter. And hey, these two teams play up at Ankeny, and they're going to put us on the baseline. Oh my goodness! Can't wait for 2 weeks from 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yesterday rather. Second free throw good. So Martins goes 1 for 2 at the line, and it's 19-16. Ankeny by 3 with 1:45 to go here in the first quarter, Jimmy.
So every awesome shot inside the rim has been contested.
Yes, it has.
Big three-point shots by both teams. It's just setting up for a really exciting 3 quarters to come.
All right, Jenkins in the lineup brings the ball up for Dowling. Tries to lob it in to Crane. Backdoor cut to Martins. Reverse layup up, and he threw it over the backboard. No good. That did not go as intended. Coppola will check out. Gio Keelis will check in. So the Maroons going with Martins, Keelis, and Jenkins, the 3 guards, with Alfred Coley and Charlie Crane, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. And now a little pressure in the backcourt for the Maroons. Little man-to-man. Sorensen will dribble it up for Ankeny. He and Campbell are the 2 point guards. There's Campbell with it on the right side. He's double teamed to get it in the corner. Campbell guarded by Alfred Coley. Swings it out to Aguirre. He's guarded by Jenkins. Now he's double teamed. Maroons trying to trap the pass. With the basketball on the baseline, Ford dribbles in the lane. Can't get off the shot. 5 on the shot clock. They get it to Aguirre. He's in the lane. His shot no good. Tipped by Allison's no good. Rebound Dowling and Jenkins. This game is going to be a plate above the rim, Jim.
Yeah, and you better block out. I think both teams have big guys that are going to be elusive around the rim. Going to get offensive rebounds. Block out throughout the game. You're going to be in good shape.
Here's Coley underneath. A shot over the 7'1" center. Good. Alfred off the bench with 7 points. He just attacks the big guy, and he's got a nice shot around him, Jimmy.
No intimidation by Coley. That time gets a good block out, and then a little jump hook by the right side for Coley.
Ankeny by 1. Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Shot clock turned off. Dribbling right in front of us is Aguirre, guarded by Jenkins. Maroons have fouls to give. Dowling with 1 team foul. Ankeny with 2. 10 seconds left. Here's Aguirre down the lane. Pull-up jumper from 15. Good.
Holy
Real
smokes.
Aguirre with his 7th point. How about that?
Off a tremendous defensive effort by Nate Jenkins.
Now here's a shot off the glass. No good by Crane. And we have come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Ankeny 21. Dowling 18. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, I am Mark Amadale, back with the second quarter in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. What is a patron saint? The classic professions such as soldiers or doctors have patron saints who represent the ideal of soldiering or doctoring. And yet, so many of the trades and crafts on which the modern world depends do not have an ideal figure. There is no patron saint of plumbers, for instance, and G.K. Chesterton says there should be. It would be a revolution, for it would inspire each individual plumber to consider that there was once a perfect being who actually did plumb. In the meantime, what do plumbers and the rest of us do? Chesterton says, keep before your eyes the supreme adventure of virtue. If you're kind, think of the man who was kinder than you. That's what is meant by having a patron saint. Want more than a minute? Visit us at chesterton.org.
Welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym. This place is lit up tonight. Full house on a Friday night. 21-18. Ankeny leads at the end of the first quarter alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. And a lot of energy here tonight, Jimmy, and the teams are playing it up. Underneath, Coley gets the slam dunk on the first possession of the second quarter, and the Maroons have cut the lead to 21-20, and Alfred Coley, oh my gosh.
One of the few times that Dowling's bigs got elusive on the into the paint, and Coley left no doubt with that one. 9
points for Coley, as he did not get the start, gave up his spot as a junior to Gio Keelis, the Maroons to start all 5 seniors, and he's been a benefit. 21-20. Now Ankeny underneath to Max Allison, and he dunks it home, and have half the game been played above the rim.
And the Maroons are having to force the double team on the top of the key pick. Allows Max Allison to roll down wide open.
All right, in the lane, a shot up and good by Charlie Crane. Alfred Coley was there to, just in case. Charlie Crane with his 3rd point, first field goal. 23-22. Ankeny by 1. Earlier tonight, Dowling girls a winner, 63-45 in game 1 of our girl-boy doubleheader, as 3rd-ranked Dowling girls defeat 4th-ranked Ankeny. And underneath, they get it to Allison. His shot's no good. And they're going to call goaltending on Charlie Crane as bodies hit the floor. So Allison with his 8th point. Jimmy, you got to look at the first quarter numbers.
A lot of great shooting. Maroons are shooting just under 50%, 6 of 14, 4 of 8 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Maroons went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Ankeny 8 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
All right, here's Coley with it to Keelis for 3, up good. Gio Keelis That was late help from Sorensen, but Keyless knocks the 3 down. That's his first 3 points of the night. And we're tied at 25. Dowling and Ankeny with 6:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Ankeny with the ball. Campbell goes all the way down against Coley. His shot up and no good. Rebounded by Keyless. Dowling wants to run. They lob underneath to Crane, and he steps on the baseline on the alley-oop.
Tim Dowling's trying to do too much on the transition. Had to throw over the defense. Out of bounds on as Crane was going to the baseline.
We got a line change for Ankeny as Sammy Cowart will check in, number 5, 6'1" senior. Also in there, number 11, Carson Bright, 6-foot senior. And I think Caden Clark's the third one. No, it is Cale Roush, 6'3" senior checking in. So 3 reserves come in at Ankeny at the 6-minute mark. Staying in the ball game will be Jasani Campbell at point guard and Rio Aguirre. Now Aguirre on the baseline, pull-up jumper no good from 10 feet out. Rebound Coley, and he's having a night. Dowling in transition. Keyless for 3, no good. Coley offensive rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds by Roush of Ankeny. Dowling went 2 of 4 in the first quarter at the free throw line. Ankeny 2 for 2. And the Maroons inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Brand new shot clock. Now backdoor cut by Coppola, and he's fouled from behind by Cowart, and he'll go to the free throw line. Sammy Cowart with the foul for Ankeny.
They had Coppola a little bit earlier in that pass as he broke free on the back door on the inbounds play. I'm a little bit late, but went up strong through the foul.
Cowart is the pronunciation, my bad. Free throws coming for Coppola, and Maddox hits the first. He's got 4 points tonight. He made a 3-pointer in the first quarter. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, Skeffton's Formal Wear, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw good by Coppola. As in the lineup for the Dowling Maroons is Sam Ralston. Sitting down will be Charlie Crane. So the Maroons will go with 4 guards and Alfred Coley at post.
Well, when Max Allison is able to take a break, the Maroons can go to a smaller lineup. Give Charlie Crane a break on that last dead ball.
Hawks with it in the front court. This is Roush with it. He gets in the baseline. Shot up and no good. That is Aguirre with the miss. Rebound Dowling. Here's Jenkins with it to Coppola. Maddox thinks about the 3, won't shoot it. Gets underneath to Coley. Alfred underneath. Shot off the glass. Good. Alfred muscled it up against Cale Roush.
I think it's a great decision by Maddox Coppola. He had a split second for a wide open 3. Chose not to take it. Feed the ball in because the Maroons have a size advantage on that offensive set. Gets the assist down to Alfred Coley.
Coley leads Dowling off the bench tonight with 11 points. 8 points for Noah Martins. And now Ankeny underneath. A shot no good by Cale Roush. Rebounded by Dowling. Hawks have missed a couple of easier ones. Keyless underneath. He has his shot blocked by Roush. Rebounded by Coley, and an off-balance shot up and in on an offensive putback at a timeout called by Ankeny and Brant Carlson. This will be a 30-second timeout. And what more can you say about Alfred Coley tonight on senior night? The junior is performing.
He's finding his role, especially when Ankeny has this a monster in 7'1", Max Allison. But Alfred Coley's playing above himself tonight as a elite junior, and Maroons are expanding to a 6-point lead.
Ankeny's led by 8. Dowling currently leads by 6 with 4:37 to go second quarter, alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. And Jimmy, this has been a game of runs. Mike and I talked about that in the girls' game, and it sort of was, but we had a lot of empty possessions. Both teams 0 for 5 on possessions at times, but tonight it's been above the rim here.
Well, the Maroons went with an all-senior lineup to start the game, which all 5 should be starters anywhere, but that wasn't the right lineup against this Ankeny team, and I think the Maroons figured out what was the right lineup, working many different bodies in there. I think Coley's been an impactful player off the bench, but one thing I want to mention is I love how the officials are calling this game. There's a lot of aggression, a lot of body. They're letting them play through it. There's nothing egregious. Calling it really fair for both sides. I think a great job by the officials.
And they've shut down the chatter or the post or the in the basket. Now Jenkins with the steal and basket for the Maroons. Nate Jenkins with his first basket. And Dowling up 8, their largest lead of the night, 33-25 over Ankeny with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Keep in mind, we'll have members of the Dowling girls basketball team on at halftime of the boys game. And now down the lane, Campbell gets loose and scores. Jasani with his 4th point.
Shani Campbell's been tough playing downhill on the Maroons. Really had not had a stop for him.
And now here's Martins in the lane. His shot no good. An uncontested layup, left it strong. Gets his own rebound in the corner to Ralston for 3. It's no good. Ball slapped out of bounds, and it'll be Dowling basketball. As checking back in the lineup, Drew Sorensen for Ankeny. And sitting down will be Cale Roush. Also sitting down will be Sammy Cowart. So the Hawks will take out the players that were in there. Get some of their starters back in. Maroons inbound the ball. Brand new shot clock. Leading by 6. Here's Keyless with it. Over to Ralston, looking inside. Can't get it to Coley. He's being guarded by Roush. Now they lob it into him. Roush with him. His shot up and no good. And they'll wipe it off. An offensive foul on Coley. Alfred guilty of the foul on the right block.
Oh. So I give great praise to the officials. That one I can't quite understand. Just, they feed the ball into Alfred Coley. He takes a hard, aggressive turnaround move. But I just thought it was well defended. I don't know. Maybe a no call there. I mean, there is contact. Not sure if that's an offensive foul.
Ankeny basketball Dowling leading by 6 in the front court is Campbell. Dusonic going in the lane and an offensive foul on Ankeny, and they're going to get Campbell for the foul. That's exactly what happened down here. Does that answer your question?
It was the exact same type of foul or contact, as you want to call it, and Chad Shellmeyer called both of those fouls, both on Dowling and that time on Ankeny. So,
awesome.
I mean, fair enough.
That's what you want. Second foul, though, on Jashani Campbell, their Ankeny starting point guard and leading scorer, or one of his leading scorers with Aguirre. And Dowling basketball leading by 6, 3:06 to go. Here's Aguirre for 3, good.
Keyless.
Keyless, as Caden Clark was on him and couldn't stay with him. And Gio, with the start tonight, has his second 3. He has 6 points, 36-27. Dowling by 9. That's their largest lead of the night. Here's Campbell with it. Gets it to Roush. Dribble handoff to Aguirre. Down the lane he goes. Fadeaway jumper. Left it short. Rebound Jenkins. Now bodies on the floor. Ball on the floor. And we've got a timeout. Ankeny. The Ankeny possession. It'll be a full. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here at the Dowling Catholic Gym in West Des Moines. It's Dowling 36, Ankeny 27. The battle of 2 top 10 teams in Class 4A here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym. A very festive night, Jimmy Cataldo here at the Dowling Gym. Place is packed. Ankeny fans are going to start lining up behind you. Somehow made the Ankeny girls basketball team leave because you were asking for popcorn or whatever you were doing.
That's right. I could talk in a crowd, and that's fine. But Testament on a Friday night, CIML high school basketball, both sides are packed. Both student sections have really shown up and been very loud for their teams, which is great to see.
There's Keon Ford with it. Tries a bounce pass to Allison. Almost lost. He did lose it, but retrieved over there in the corner by Aguirre. Ankeny left to right. Towards the north basket here, wearing their road black uniforms. And here's Clark for 3. It's up and no good. And ball's fought for, and bodies hit the floor. It'll be Dowling basketball as the big guy, Max Allison, hits the court and gets some floor burns for the Hawks. 7'1", and he slid into the student section, and Mr. Miklo over there.
I love the play by Max. I haven't seen much of him at all, and been really impressed with him tonight and his ability to play this game.
He played a little bit last year off the bench for Coach Carlson, and now this year gets to start and headed to Central College next year. Charlie Crane back in the Dowling lineup. Maroons going back with their double post, Crane and Coley. And Crane has the ball stripped away. And whistling a foul on Allison, I believe. That'll be his second.
You know, I see we're missing one score table operator, and it has to be the guy that you often use to cheat your stats, the person who keeps the score, player score.
Jay Ricky has bailed me out of a lot. That is true.
Jay, that's right. It's Jay who's missing tonight.
That's who's missing, yeah. So we're going without that. And now here's Martin's underneath. His shot no good. Coley with the rebound to put back up and good. Alfred again, the rim protector, has 15 points tonight to lead Dowling off the bench.
We said that Max Allison had to have a really strong night protecting the rim. That time, Alfred Coley getting, again, the offensive rebound. The Maroons have attacked offensive glass throughout the last few games, have been rewarded on that. And that time, Alfred Coley attacking the offensive glass.
11-point lead for Dowling, their largest of the night, with 1:30 left to go in the first half. And now on a backdoor cut, getting open is Caden Clark, layup good. Maroons lost track of him defensively. Somebody's assignment did.
Maroons got really lost because nobody had Caden Clark on that.
And that's because they were double teaming the opponent. Now Coley for three from the top of the key. It's no good. Rebound out to Clark. And Ankeny with 1:10 to play. Dowling by 9. 38-29. Earlier tonight, Dowling girls a winner, 63-45. And now underneath and slamming it home is Allison. And that's the second consecutive possession. The Maroons have lost track of a defender, and he's got 10 points.
The Maroons are hedging on the offensive side, or defensive side, which means they're going to double team the pick up top, which leaves that time Max Allison getting loose. Nobody guarding him.
All right, here's Martins with it. 20 on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock, and a pull-up jumper on the baseline, good by Noah Martins. With his third field goal, he has 10 points. Check that, he has 9 points. And it's 40-31, Dowling by 9. Shot clock and game clock about a second difference. Here's Aguirre with it, guarded by Jenkins. Across the way at half court. Near the far baseline, a foul on Jenkins. He'll get a reach-in foul as he fouled Aguirre. Maroons had a foul to give, or two. That was only their second foul. Nate with his first. Coppola comes back in, as does Leighton Oldfield.
Maroons are going to a defensive-heavy
yes, they are.
Lineup. Putting Coppola now on Gary.
And now a foul on Maddox. And that'll be his first foul. 2 seconds left, 2.5 seconds to be specific. Shot clock turned off, shot clock turned off. Ankeny inbounds the ball. Sorensen gets it on the baseline to Aguirre. Fall-away jumper at the horn is no good, and we go to halftime with the Dowling boys leading Ankeny by the score of 40-31 as Dowling holds Ankeny to 10 points in that second quarter. We'll be joined here at halftime by Dowling girls coach Kristen Meyer. Halftime score in the boys contest, Dowling 40, Ankeny 31. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner over Ankeny 63-45, and we'll take a 2-minute break and come back here to the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Welcome to Faith Check. Many people ask why the church is against birth control if it allows natural family planning to avoid pregnancy. The Catholic teaching that it is a sin to use contraception is nothing new, but the perennial teaching of Judeo-Christian morality. Only in the 1930s did any Christians begin teaching that contraception could be morally acceptable. The sexual union between a husband and wife is a renewal of the wedding vows, which say that I love you freely, totally, faithfully, and fruitfully. To come together in intimacy while deliberately sterilizing the act goes against the intrinsic meaning of intercourse. It says, I love you, but not your fertility. When a couple has discerned that there are serious reasons to avoid a pregnancy, there's nothing sinful about periodic abstinence during the fertile times of the month. Intercourse still remains a renewal of the wedding vows, a total gift of self that is open to the authentic life-giving meaning of sex. Divorce rates among couples using natural family planning are almost non-existent because couples grow in self-control and respect for one another's bodies, which leads to healthier relationships and even more passionate intimacy. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
The Catholic Tuition Organization, your sponsor today, supports worthy students wanting a Catholic education. Gifts to CTO are first monies applied to tuition expenses in the Diocese of Des Moines. That means other sources of support will go further. Donations to CTO earn a 75% Iowa tax credit. If you give $1,000, you receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
The Diocese of Sioux City and Lamar's All Saints Parish invite you to the March 21st Men's Conference with keynote speaker Dr. Ray Arendi and Bishop John Keener. Register today at scdiocese.org/men's conference.
Thursdays at 9 a.m., join Julie Nelson and Chris Magruder as they chat about faith, family, and the feminine genius. It's Catholic Women Now, here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and on demand on the Iowa Catholic Radio app, connecting people to Christ.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. West Des Moines we are at halftime of the boys' game. Dowling leading 40-31 over Ankeny in Game 2 of our girl-boy doubleheader. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls defeated Ankeny 63-45 to improve their record to 16-3, ranked third in Class 5A, and joined now by head coach Kristen Meyer and junior Katie Muller. And ladies, welcome. Congratulations on the win, Coach Meyer.
Thank you.
Anytime you can beat a CIML rival, especially the letter starts with A.
They're ranked number 4 right now.
Yes, they are.
That's a good win for us.
And it was. This gal here, I was kidding with Katie. Did your sister and your mom work on that little entrance, that little hand jive, Katie Muller? That was probably the moment of the night, besides your game. Didn't you think? I mean,
yeah, that was funny. They've been working on it for like about a week now. Every night they're just practicing it. It's really funny to watch.
I'll bet. You can see they spent some time. Now, I guarantee I was doing games when your mom played, and I didn't remember any introductions like that back in the day, back in the 90s.
Yeah, we've gotten creative now.
Yes.
There's social media. You can record something now.
Yes, you can. We didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah.
We didn't have equipment
We're
like
more
that.
concerned with the game, Mark.
I get it. Yes. Shall we get to the game? I mean, great start. You led 20-9 at the end of the first quarter, and that kind of hung on there, but your kids got off to a great start. They got in the flow. This young lady got going, and so did the rest of them.
Yeah, Katie hit, I think, 3 threes there in the first half. I thought we shot a little bit better. We defended their three-point shooters a little bit better. Last time when we played them, we let them get hot, and they made 11 threes. Tonight, they didn't shoot nearly as high of a percentage.
Yeah, Baldwin, Aguirre, and Keene, they like to launch it. And, what more can you say about Jayla Williams? She's going to go play in the backcourt with Ava Gazettiker next year at Creighton, hopefully. And that'll be a nice combination because she's one of the better athletes in this league.
Oh, for sure. It'll be fun to get to cheer for her, in the future. And
Exactly.
I think she'll definitely help out Creighton, and Ava will enjoy getting to play with her.
All right. We got the leading scorer, Katie Muller. We got a junior on senior night. How important was that tonight with Maddie Rice and your sister Ellie, the two seniors, and they're kind of they're not going to be here next year. How important was this game and this moment tonight, Katie?
Yeah, it was really important. That I'm really glad we got a good win for them because I'm going to miss them a lot next year, and I've loved playing with them. So I'm glad we had a good game to just kind of celebrate them tonight.
Absolutely, and what a crowd we saw tonight. And now we got the dance moms with the dancers and cheerleaders, and playing one of my favorite musicals.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I love that, playing the ABBA music. Well, Katie, some nights you've been on, some nights you've been off. And what's the key, getting in rhythm? Because tonight you were in rhythm. You led Dowling with 21 points, but more than that, just the game itself, how it presents itself. They wanted to take you away. The ball's got to be in your hands, it seems, but others try to take it away. How do you get into your rhythm? Because, some nights they take it away. Johnson did a great example of that in 2 games. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, every game there's going to be a different person who's on. So whether it's me or someone else, it's just a matter of getting them the ball, like if they're making a lot of shots. So tonight was my night, which is great. But, I mean, tomorrow could be any of my teammates.
Yeah, that's true. And, Coach, you see this every day in practice with Katie and the rest of them. But this group is playing well. You have 2 regular season games left next week. But tonight was a big win and big effort. I liked how you finished the second half because that's very important when you're trying to close out games. And, you know, you have a limited bench, but you rotated kids, and kids came off the bench and played well, starting with Tess Carmichael and Olivia Meredith, but even Molly Austin getting in there. So you're starting to have a little bit more confidence in that bench.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job, all 8 of those players that got significant minutes, of just kind of doing their job. And I think we had quite a few, different players score tonight. We moved the ball a little bit better offensively. We knew they were going to double Ellie, and so she got a couple nice assists. And I thought we did just a better job defensively. And Jayla Williams is going to score hers. She's a tough one to guard. But overall, I thought we had a really solid game.
You're getting some complimentary basketball out of 2 young ladies, in my opinion. Adrian Sears and Nikki Moeller have done a great job stepping up, and they're getting confidence in their shot. I'm sure Nikki, beats on her older sister here a little bit in practice, probably makes more threes than Katie, but that's a different argument, and I'm sure we can iron that out on Sundays here. But you get some nice complimentary baskets from those 2 young ladies.
Yeah, I thought Adrian especially tonight did a nice job of being able to find some drives to the basket and reading the defense. Nikki started out a little bit cold, but then hit 2 threes right in front of her bench that came up big. Nikki shot well on Monday against Johnston. So with the freshmen, we tell them, you're not freshmen anymore, you're varsity players. You've each started a bunch of varsity games. You don't get to pull the freshman card, so we expect you to step up and play, and they've really done a nice job for us.
That's right. No games this weekend, Katie, so you get ready for Southeast Polk Tuesday, and then that team of Waukee Northwest. I remember going over there on a Tuesday night, and that was a tough night for the Dowling girls and boys. But they come here next Friday night. That's one I'm looking for. I got it circled on my calendar, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to get some revenge on Friday.
Don't talk to this guy, he's won number 402 tonight, so a career wins at the freshman level. Coach, can you believe that? Coach O'Hare.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he'll let you know it too. Okay, anything else? Shout out time. Katie, we'll let you go first. Anybody listening? Anybody in Kansas City listening or anything like that?
Yeah, my grandpa actually was at the game tonight, but he's probably still listening along with my parents. So shout out to them and my other grandma who's in town but listening probably.
All right. Your parents, Julie and Rick, and Grandma Marrette.
Yep.
And, of course, Coach, you have Olwine always well represented, whether they're listening or I think we're synced with the Huddle fan camera. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
But
I got text. They were watching. They were excited. I'm guessing Coach Babinat out in California is probably paying attention too. He's always keeping up. So shout out to all of them.
We invite those California listeners to do that as long as they don't give us a temperature, because we've been fighting that.
Although right now we can't complain too much.
We'll take it. All right. Well, ladies, thank you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Tuesday night against Southeast Polk. Rick, Katie, congratulations, and stepping up on senior night for the rest of the seniors, huh?
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mark.
You bet. That's head coach Kristen Meyer and Katie Moeller join us here at halftime. Dowling boys leading 40-31. We'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the second half on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thought of the day with Monsignor Frank Bagnano.
Every day we experience moments of happiness and moments of disappointment or confusion or even despair. Often we are like the surface of a lake, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. But if the lake is deep, then there's a perpetual calm beneath the surface. And we can have that calm that's deep within us by having a depth of faith within us, a depth created by the knowledge of God's loving presence, God's unconditional love, which leads us to trust Him. That is the source of the calm within us. Create that depth of personality, that deep relationship with God. The storms will come, they will go, but they will not define or defeat you. That deep peace of faith and trust in God's personal love will protect you. And that is today's thought of the day.
back here at the Dowling Catholic High School gym in West Des Moines alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadeo, underway here in the third quarter. Ankeny had the first possession and they turn it over, so it'll be Dowling basketball. Maroons lead at 40-31. Our thanks to Kristen Meyer and Katie Muller, our halftime guest, following Dowling girls' win tonight, 63-45 in the first game. And now here's Dowling with the ball. Jenkins at the free throw line for the Maroons to Coppola. We'll get our halftime stats here in a moment. And now here is Martins for three. It's no good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Jashani Campbell. Now down court to Sorensen underneath. His shot is up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Dowling as the Hawks attack the glass. And a foul on Maddox Coppola. Jimmy got the first half numbers.
Both teams shooting very well. Maroons went 15 of 28, which included 6 of 12 from three, 12 rebounds and 5 turnovers. For Ankeny, 52% shooting. They also went 50% from three, but 52% shooting, 6 rebounds, 3 turnovers. So Maroons are winning the rebound battle, but are losing turnovers.
Well, here's a turnover. They had a chance for an and one, did Ankeny, as Sorensen scores his 7th point, goes to the free throw line, and a free throw violation. They wipe it out. They don't let them shoot the free throws. So Dowling with the ball underneath. Here's Crane's shot, blocked once again by Max Allison, out of bounds to Dowling with 18 on the shot clock.
Allison coming over, and I don't think Charlie Crane was expecting that. Thought he won the dribble or beat his defender, and then Allison comes from across the lane. You don't see Charlie Crane's shot block too often, and he's had maybe 3 of them blocked tonight.
Yeah, and that's you're going up against 7-1. Charlie at 6'10", holding his own. And when you start, if you dribble the third time, which Charlie did, you know they're going to rotate over. Now Dowling in the corner. Martins for 3. It's no good. And rebound comes out to Allison. He has it poked away. And now the outlet pass goes to Sorensen. Ankeny with the ball. They swing it over in the corner. Here's Campbell with it. Gets it over to Ford. Corner 3 up, good by Drew Sorensen. He's got all 5 of Ankeny's points here in the third quarter, and he's got 10 for the night, and it's 40-36. Dowling's lead now 4.
Started at 9 into the second half. Maroons have not scored yet here in the third quarter.
Now here's Crane underneath, and bodies hit the floor. And we've got, I think,
a flop
warning on Charlie Crane. Officials getting together as Chad Schellmeyer, Jeff Osborne, and Dante Terry. And Osborne telling the scorer's bench that's a flop warning on Charlie Crane.
I don't mind the call. I mean, it's kind of a no-nonsense, but the officials have been extremely fair tonight. I think there's been some strong contact on both. They've let most of it play through and give it to the kids. I think the kids have adjusted to this as well. They're playing really hard out there, both offensively and defensively. 2 very, very competitive teams tonight.
Ankeny led 21-18 at the end of the first quarter. Dowling outscoring Ankeny in the second quarter 22-10. But that lead is starting to evaporate. 40-36. Dowling with the lead. Ankeny with the basketball. Here's Sorensen on the right wing. Pull-up jumper from 10 feet, no good. Charlie Crane with the rebound. Gets it out to Martins. Maroons going with Noah Martins, Gio Keelis, Charlie Crane, Nate Jenkins. Underneath Crane, his shot up and no good, drew the foul. And free throws coming for Charlie.
Yeah, as Charlie Crane's coming hard to the basket, you had Max Allison coming across, and in the middle of all of that is Keon Ford, who's standing 6'4", but he's in the land of the Giants, and he was just trying not to get hit.
Crane's first free throws no good. Dowling 4 of 6 at the line in the first half. Ankeny 2 for 2 at the line. We'll run down the scoring here in a moment. Second free throw by Crane, who has 3 points tonight, is no good. Keelis with the rebound, reaches up over Allison, and he double dribbles with the basketball. Turnover against Dowling. I'll tell you what, Alfred Coley is something else. He is rising above the basket. Okay, let's go through the scoring. Drew Sorensen leading the way for Ankeny with 10 points. 7 points for Rio Aguirre. Max Allison with 10 points, 4 points for Campbell. And Keon Ford with 3 points. Off the bench, Clark for Ankeny with 2 points. as Ankeny 2 for 2. And now pass inside to Allison, stolen away. Allison gets the ball, put up. His shot is up and no good. Rebound Dowling, and out of bounds was Jenkins, and he can't be the first to touch it after being out of bounds, and he was. So ball back to Ankeny. For Dowling, Maroons are led by Alfred Coley off the bench with 15 points. He was followed by Noah Martins with 9 points. Gio Keelis with 6 points, 5 points for Maddox Capola, 3 points for Charlie Crane, and Nate Jenkins with 2 points. Maroons, as I mentioned, 4 of 6 the free throw line in the first half. And now a long three up and no good by Aguirre, and he draws the foul on 3 free throws coming as Jenkins picks up his second foul for Dowling.
And Jenkins just trying not to give Rito Aguirre too much room. You really can't, and so he just got the bottom of his elbow on the three-point shot. Gives Rio 3 free throws.
First one up and good. Aguirre, a 68% free throw shooter. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Iowa Wealth Management, Construction Professionals, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. The second of 3 free throws. Up and in and out. No good. It is good. So he has 9 points. He'll get one more on the 3-point shot. Reminder, other games going on tonight in the CIML. Johnson is at Valley in a girl-boy doubleheader. Ankeny Centennial at Waukee, and Urbandale at Southeast Polk. Third free throw also good. 10 points now for Aguirre. And it's Dowling with a 1-point lead, 40-39 with 4:45 to go third quarter. They lob it into Crane. Charlie underneath, the shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Aguirre. And that's a tremendous move by Charlie as he found the square on the backboard to lay it in.
In his dribble drive, gets a little off balance, but strong enough to throw it up as he's getting fouled just in time because Max Allison was coming humming across the lane.
Crane with 5 points, make it 6. Free throw good. 43-39, Dowling by 4. Ankeny with the basketball. Here's Campbell as Dowling drops back to man-to-man, guarded by Coley. He's swinging around the left wing. That's Ford with it. Keon Ford guarded by Martins. Noah prodding, and now they get it to Aguirre on the baseline against Jenkins. That's been quite the matchup. Now Aguirre in the lane, pull-up jumper up, off the mark, no good, and Crane with the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Jenkins. Nate with it. Looking inside for Coley. Tried to seal up Allison, and he couldn't do it. Now a backdoor cut by Jenkins. Can't get off the shot. Now it's trapped on the baseline. Out to Martins. 18 on the shot clock. Noah coming off a ball screen by Coley. Underneath, shot up, and blocked out of bounds by Allison. And he might be a double figures of shot blocks tonight before it's all over.
Well, you've talked about Alfred Coley and Charlie Crane's ability to be rim protectors for the Maroons throughout the season, and Max Allison is directly that for Ankeny. It makes it so difficult for their opponents tonight, the Maroons, to get anything around the rim, which the Maroons have done a lot of that throughout the year, but not tonight.
Maroons inbound the ball. They get it to Keelis, and he has the ball poked in the backfield. It'll be Dowling basketball. Good hustle that time by the Hawks. 9 on the shot clock. The Maroons will inbound the ball in the back court in front of head coach Brant Carlson and Ankeny. There's Martins with it. Crossover dribble. Left elbow. Pull-up jumper up and no good. Too strong off the back end of the rim. Rebound Ankeny and Sorensen. Drew in the front court all the way down. His shot up and good. He went right through Charlie Crane and Gio Keelis to score. Sorensen with his 7th point here in the third quarter. He has 12 tonight to lead Ankeny. 43-41, Dowling by 2, 3:15 to go, third quarter. Here's Capola coming off a ball screen by Coley. Gets it out to Martins. Noah in the lane, leaves it for Coley, and he slams it home right over Allison. Wow! Did that ever explode, Jimmy?
Tell of 2 tapes there. Alfred Coley goes up as strong as you possibly can do, slams it home right, being contested at the rim by Allison. Just a strong, impressive, confident move by Coley.
17 points for Coley, and now a 3-pointer up and good. That is out Rio Aguirre with his 13th point, his second made 3 of the night.
That's why this game has been so good. When something positive happens for one team, the other team shuts it down right away. That time Gary with a big three-point shot.
There's Martins in the lane. His shot no good. Put back up and no good. And now we've got basket interference on the big guy, Max Allison of Ankeny. And who are we going to credit the basket with?
Well, that's going to be Coley.
Okay.
With the offensive rebound. Again, offensive rebound. And that's just the time and time again we're talking about
19.
him attacking the board and getting the offensive rebound, putting it back up, drawing a goaltend as Ankeny hits the rim.
Yeah, basket interference. 19 points for Alfred Coley tonight. Ankeny with the ball. They work it inside, try to get it to Allison. It's poked away by Dowling. Martin's got a hand on it. Coley in the front court. All the way down to Keyless. Layup good. Dowling running the floor. Gio Keyless with 8 points and runs up 5, 49-44 with under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Unselfish play by Coley, taking it coast to coast, but finding the defense coming on him and finding Keyless coming off the wing.
Ankeny with the ball. Sorensen gets down to the baseline, or he's trapped. Outlets it to Campbell at half court. Campbell down the lane against Coley, and his shot blocked out of bounds. My goodness, Jimmy. The rim protectors are here tonight.
It's just awesome. You're earning every shot tonight. And I think that's the best way to really put it. If you're not seeing it, you're listening to it. Each team is earning every shot because anything around the rim is being contested. And I should have kept track of the blocks tonight because there's been plenty for both teams.
Well, Coley, put that in his column if you ever start. That's a block shot by Alfred Coley. 14 on the shot clock. Ankeny inbounds underneath their own basket. Here's Sorensen. Works the left side, guarded by Keyless. Now they're working inside to Aguirre and a foul on Dowling. Jenkins picks up his third foul. He's got to be careful with 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Nate Jenkins on senior night and a captain picking up his third foul for the Maroons. Team foul number 3 on Dowling. They work it inside to Aguirre and a shot up and good right over Sam Ralston.
Ankeny took advantage of Dowling being mismatched on defense. They know Jenkins has 3 fouls, so they quickly wanted to switch Sam Ralston over to Aguirre, and at that time, the inbounds pass comes into him and he converts.
Here's Geary. Here is Keyless with it for Dowling. Gio on the three-point line extended, gets it out to Coppola. They work the two-man game on the right side. Gio with it. And he goes in the lane. His shot up and no good, but it tipped and put back in by Alfred Coley, who has 21 points.
And numerous offensive rebounds off of those.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's just part of his game is that shot goes up. He senses the shot going up. He's going right to the rim, and he's going to find anything that's coming off of that at the rim, which is so impressive.
Dowling by 5, 51-46. Final 40 seconds of the third quarter. And I'll tell you what, Alfred Coley, it just looks effortless when he does it. Down the lane on the right side. Campbell's shot no good off the glass. Missed everything. Rebound Dowling, and Maroons will play for the final shot. Maybe 25 seconds left on in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. Jenkins with the basketball. Guarded closely by Sorensen. Ankeny has a couple fouls to give. They have 2 team fouls, Dowling with 3. And a timeout Dowling. We'll keep it here with 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dowling 51, Ankeny 46, alongside Jimmy Cataldo. I am Mark Amadeo. Vinny Cataldo is our studio producer and coach. The Maroons an opportunity here with the final, apparently the final shot maybe with 10 seconds remaining.
It becomes tough. Yeah, it's about 11 seconds left to go in the quarter, and Ankeny's sitting with 2 fouls. So whatever you're drawing up right now, you got to understand that it's going to get fouled at least 5 seconds into it. So you better have a play with 5 seconds on the clock, and what are you going to do? If not 3. And so the Maroons have been very successful getting the ball at around the rim and getting offensive rebounds. So let's see if they try to take it hard to the basket, try to get up a shot, and then your rim protectors. You got Crane and Coley both in the game here. So look for a putback or a desperation 3 with time running out.
You know, Coach Cataldo, Valentine's Day is a week from tomorrow. And I know you and your lovely bride, Jenny, will, I'm sure, be celebrating. But reminder, Bozen the Floors can help you out there. Bozen.com, helping customers since 1923. I know you weren't born then, but you probably know a lot about the history. So just wanted to throw that out there. Valentine's Day a week from tomorrow.
That's probably the best plug that they've had all year. Valentine's Day, Bozen the Floors.
All right, Dowling inbounds the ball. Here's Keyless with it. He draws the foul. Well, foul's on Ankeny, and it's on Cale Roush away from the ball. 5 seconds remaining.
So this is that 5-second play.
Inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Martins will throw it in. Get it into Charlie Crane, and he's fouled. Bodies hit the floor. And foul is on Roush again. That's his second. So 14 foul on Ankeny with 4 seconds to play. So the next foul will result, next Ankeny foul will result in 2 free throws for Dowling, as they'll be in the penalty. Keyless inbounds the ball, gets it to Martins. Now Martins with it. He'll launch the 3, and it's no good. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with our score. Dowling 51, Ankeny 45, alongside Jimmy Cataldo. I am Mark Amadell, back with the fourth quarter. It should be a dandy, folks. It's Dowling 51-46 over Ankeny. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Make Valentine's Day unforgettable with Bella Notte, a beautiful evening at the St. Luke's Green Gala, February 14th at the FFA Enrichment Center. Enjoy a family-style Italian dinner, live dessert auction, and silent auction, featuring live music by Nashville singer-songwriter Danica Ports. Cocktail hour begins at 5 p.m. Bella Notte, a beautiful evening, Saturday, February 14th at the FFA Enrichment Center in Ankeny, supporting St. Luke the Evangelist School. To get your tickets, visit slte.org.
The Diocese of Sioux City and the Marr's All Saints Parish invite you to the March 21st Men's Conference with keynote speaker Dr. Ray Arendi and Bishop John Keener. Register today at scdiocese.org/men's conference.
Iowa Catholic Radio, helping you encounter Jesus every day with your faith leaders.
Hello, this is Father Jerry Blake from the Archdiocese of Dubuque. Thanks for listening to Iowa Catholic Radio.
Back here at the Dowling Gym here in West Des Moines. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo, underway here in the fourth quarter. It's 51-46. Dowling with the lead and the basketball. Keyless for 3 in the corner. It's no good. And the rebound out to Dowling. They get the offensive board in Martins. And now here's Charlie Crane right in front of his teammates for 3, good from the right wing, corner 3. Jimmy?
A rare made 3 by Charlie Crane, all set up by the offensive rebound by Alfred Coley.
Crane with his 7th made 3 of the year, and he's got 6 of his 9 points here in the second half. 54-46 Dowling. And now the big guy, Allison, has his shot blocked by Crane on the Ankeny end. Dowling the other way. Martin's shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. Jenkins comes away with it. Crane for 3, it's no good. And the ball out of bounds off of Ankeny. And Jimmy, go ahead with our third quarter stats that you have.
Both teams are shooting 50%.
Wow.
From the field, Maroons have made 6 3-pointers. Ankeny has made 5 3-pointers. Maroons are dominating the glass, out-rebounding Ankeny 19-8. Maroons have 7 turnovers. Ankeny sitting at 5.
All right, Dowling inbounds the ball. Martins, the left elbow, gets to Keyless. Gio with it. Shot clock at 20, so they have plenty of time. 54-46, Dowling by 8. The Maroons have led by as many as 11 tonight. Ankeny has led by as many as 8 back in the first half. Now 10 on the shot clock, and the Maroons will set their offense with a 1-4 set. And Martins on the dribble, guarded by Clark. Martins in the lane, picks up his dribble, now double team, has it stolen away by Clark. Lead pass to his teammate, Campbell, and it's stolen away by Keyless. Here's Martins with it to Coley underneath. His shot to the left hand, good. He went right around Allison. Alfred Coley with 23 points, Jimmy.
Easily the most impressive game I've seen out of Alfred Coley, and just the way he's able to change his shot going up at the rim.
Ankeny for 3 by Sorensen. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Ankeny. Campbell for 3, no good. Allison with the rebound. A third opportunity for Ankeny. Down the lane, layup, good by Campbell in the timeout, Ankeny. Well, if at first you don't succeed, you try again, and Campbell now with 6 points and a timeout, Ankeny. Coach Carlson wants a 30-second timeout with 5:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dowling up 8, 56-48, Jimmy Cataldo.
Several individuals have been impressive tonight throughout this game. We called it early in the first quarter that it was going to be a pretty exciting game, but Sorensen's game has really impressed me for Ankeny. We've talked about Allison. We've talked about a Gary, both very, very good. Rio Gary is one of the better players that we've seen this year. at the guard spot, but Sorensen has been a bright spot, especially in that third quarter.
No question about it. And boy, I have not seen a game. I thought Waukee Northwest game was above the rim. This one is extremely above the rim with the rim protectors out there. Dowling, obviously, with Alfred Coley having an offensive game and above the rim with his block shots along with Charlie Crane. But how about Max Allison and Aguirre and company at Ankeny? This has been one of the thrillers. And these two teams meet in about 13 days. Now in the lane, Jenkins' shot is no good. Ankeny's got an injured player. I think he rolled his ankle as he came down, and we're going to have a stoppage of play with 5:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 56-48. It'll be Ankeny possession as we have an injured Ankeny player, and that is Jashani Campbell. And we will take a 1-minute break and return. It's Dowling 56, Ankeny 48. Injury timeout with 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com. Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
It's the Catholic Morning Show with Bo Bonner, Matt Wilkham, Aiden Pugh, and Alexia Baker.
This is Aiden from the Catholic Morning Show. Coming up Monday, Matt Paolelli from Real Life Catholic challenges us to put down the phone and pick up the conversation with Christ this Lent. Drew Krogert and Peyton Jameson serve up a Serva Fidem update. Plus, we'll get you up to speed on all the news, weather, sports, and saint info to help kick off your week the right way.
The Catholic Morning Show, weekdays at 7, only on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, connecting people to Christ.
Welcome back to Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines. Game 2 of our girl-boy doubleheader. Dowling girls a winner in Game 1, 63-45 over Ankeny to improve their record to 16-3 with 2 games remaining. And we just had an injury timeout. Jashani Campbell, who has 6 points for the Hawks, rolled his ankle apparently, and he's been escorted to the Dowling training room. And Jimmy, that's never a good sign when your starting point guard goes out with 5:30 left to go in the fourth.
Well, Jashani Campbell's been playing such a solid game and just came down a little bit awkwardly. You saw it kind of jolt through and come down. Had to be helped off. So
came down playing defense. He was guarding Nate Jenkins, and they got tangled up on the floor. And Ankeny coming out of the timeout. Aguirre gets it over in the corner to Carson Bright for 3. Off the bench, it's no good. Bright came in for Campbell, and the rebound out to Dowling. The Maroons lead it by 8 with 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Last year, the two teams split. Ankeny winning here at Dowling and Dowling winning at Ankeny. And underneath Charlie Crane, his shot up and no good, drew the foul. Aguirre will be guilty of the foul, and 2 free throws for Charlie Crane.
A little bit of mismatch, and Charlie's trying to block out Aguirre. The ball goes over, forced a foul in that. Just tough mismatch with Max Allison on the bench.
2 free throws coming for Charlie Crane. First one up and no good. Charlie 1 for 3 tonight at the line. He has 9 points. Second free throw up and short. Charlie 1 for 4 at the line. Rebound comes out to Ankeny with 4:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. There's Sorensen with it, guarded by Martins. Sorensen down the lane, and his shot off the glass too strong. Gets his own rebound. Ball's on the floor, body's on the floor, and a jump ball called as our officials do a good job of Dante Terry and Jeff Osborne unwrapping everybody, Jimmy, on that scrum. Possessioner will be favored Ankeny. They'll inbound the ball underneath their own basket.
Just watching these two teams during dead balls, and it feels like sometimes you're on the playground, playing with your good friends, and everybody's giving a little cha-cha out there. Officials doing a very good job of keeping it settled.
Carson Bright gets the inbounds pass over to Clark for 3. Good. Off the bench, Caden Clark for 3. That's his 5th point. He had 2 points back in the second quarter, and he's got 5. 56-51, Dowling by 5. 4:15 to go, fourth quarter. Dowling in the offensive end. Here's Coley, lobs it into Crane. Little high-low turns in the lane, shot off the glass, good. Alfred Coley, he's having his way with Allison on the bench.
Just a tough stop there as he continues to back Rio Gary down, and at that point you can go right or left with your back to the basket, and that time Crane with a strong left.
11 points for Charlie Crane, and now a shot up and no good by Ankeny. Rebound Dowling, and a reach-in foul called on Carson Bright. Bright, one of 4 subs used by head coach Brant Carlson. Gio Keelis comes into the lineup. He'll replace Noah Martins. As under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Packed house here at the Dowling Gym tonight. Friday night, CIML girls and boys basketball. Top 4 matchup in the girls game, won by Dowling, 63-45. And this is a top 10 matchup. Ankeny number 10, Dowling at number 4 in Class 4A boys. Here's Keelis with it. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Capola, top of the key. Ankeny stays man-to-man. Capola between the circles. Now they're going to bring up Crane for a ball screen. Capola for 3, up off the back, and offensive rebound Coley, but the ball did not hit the rim, and it's a shot clock violation on Dowling. Even though Coley got the rebound, if it would have hit the rim, they would have gave it to him, but they stopped play, and it'll be Ankeny basketball.
Right call. Ball didn't touch the rim. Right as Capola kind of forced a shot late in the shot clock.
There's Sorensen underneath. His shot is blocked by Charlie Crane, and what are they going to do? They're going to count the basket. Goaltending. Charlie says, hey, wait a minute. I got it before it hit the backboard, but he was up in the cylinder.
That ball was way above the cylinder.
I got to give it to somebody here. Who?
It was Sorensen.
Sorensen, all right.
Yeah.
So Sorensen adding to his total. He's got 14 points. To lead, actually, Aguirre with 15 points. Sorensen with 14 to lead Ankeny. Crane with the basketball. Skip pass over in the corner to Jenkins. Now to Martins for 3. It's no good, and the rebound ripped out of there by Carson Bright and Ankeny. Outlet pass goes to Aguirre. He goes down the lane. Layup with the left hand. No good. Rebound Charlie Crane. Dowling with a 3-on-2. And a whistle and a foul called on Caden Clark. That'll be his first.
Maroons are up 5, 2.5 minutes here. Really got to value the possession at this point. Last 2 possessions, they took some awkward 3-point shots.
3rd team foul on Ankeny here in the fourth quarter. 2 more, and Dowling's in the penalty. 58-53, Dowling by 5. And Martins will inbound the ball in the backcourt to Nate Jenkins. Ankeny stays man-to-man. Jenkins across the timeline, guarded by Caden Clark. Clark, one of the seniors off the bench. Underneath, Charlie Crane, fall-away jumper, no good. Tip no good by Coley, and a rebound in the hands of Ankeny and Sorensen. Maroons waste an opportunity there. They come up empty.
They still have the size mismatch with Allison still on the bench. Maroons feed it into Crane, and that time does not convert.
Allison with 2 fouls and 10 points, but he has not scored here in the second half. Sorensen down the lane. He's cut off. They skip it over in the corner to Bright. Bright dribbles baseline. He's cut off. Now they leave it for Clark for 3. He left it short. Rebound Dowling and Nate Jenkins. Minute 45 to go. Dowling by 5, and Ankeny's got to think about fouling here with 3 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. And there's one of them. Sorensen picks up his first foul. So the Maroons will be shooting the double bonus after they inbound the ball here, as Capola will get up off the bench. And he will replace Charlie Crane. The Maroons going more guard-oriented here,
I think
Jimmy.
they're going to go more guard-oriented and get more of their free throw shooters into the game, as Crane has struggled at the line tonight.
Yeah, Charlie, a 42% free throw shooter, and as you mentioned, he is 2 of 6 at the line, and Capola takes his spot. 4 guards, and the post player is Alfred Coley for the Maroons. Martins with the basketball.
Probably
Jimmy.
want to eat the entire shot clock here with 23 seconds. Get the game clock down to about a minute if you eat up the game clock or the shot clock here.
Bright reached in, and Dowling bench thought it was a foul, but that's all right. Clock runs. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Martins and a whistle and a timeout called by Dowling. Timeout, and we'll take a 1-minute break. Minute 10 to go in the fourth quarter. 58-53, Dowling by 5 over Ankeny. Back in 1 minute here in the fourth quarter on Iowa Catholic Radio.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. How many times have you heard someone talk about how important it is to be progressive? Have you ever asked them what they mean by that? G.K. Chesterton says, progress is a useless word, for progress takes for granted an already defined direction, and it's exactly about the direction that we disagree. We can't have progress until we've stated what our goal is, and then we can determine whether or not we're moving closer to it or farther from it. The real question is not whether we are progressive, but what is our goal? My goal is to get to heaven and to help others get there too. What's yours? Want Chesterton for more than a minute? Visit our website at chesterton.org.
KIHS, Perry, KDVM, Mason City, KCSL, Spencer.
The transition music played by your relative. Vinny Cataldo's studio producer, as we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Dowling out of the timeout. Noah Martins with the basketball. Reverse layup. Good! He went right around Keon Ford for the basket.
Great play coming out of timeout. Hand it to Martins for having the ability to put that shot in.
Martins with 11. Ankeny the other way. A corner three. It's no good. Saved from going out of bounds by Ford, but right in the hands of Jenkins, and he's fouled in the backcourt with 48 seconds to play. Dowling 60, Ankeny 53, and the Maroons are 48 seconds away from a doubleheader sweep on senior night here at the Dowling Gym. How about that?
It's such a back and forth, tough game, and changing up your game plan throughout the game. Adjustments were made, and handed to both teams. Both teams just came out and played extremely hard tonight, and maybe the Maroons can sneak out this win.
And senior captain Nate Jenkins at the line for two. First one up and good. The Maroons will. Every foul Ankeny commits here in the final 48 seconds. Dowling has gets a shoe shot foul. First one up and good. Carson Bright will check out of the Ankeny lineup. Sammy Cowart into the lineup, number 5. Second free throw by Jenkins. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Ankeny and Aguirre. Rio in the front court. Picks up his dribble, has the ball slapped away. Now he's double teamed, dribbles out of it. Gets it over to Clark underneath, and he loses the basketball. Now they get it to Coley. Alfred underneath. His layup is good. He was going to throw a lead pass to Martins, but Alfred took it himself. He's got 25 points.
It's one of those, hey, slow it down, let's knock some clock, but you aren't going to slow down.
Now a long three, it's no good. Rebound Maddox Capola, but he saved it from going out of bounds, and now the ball's stolen away by Nate Jenkins. And that might do it. 13 seconds remaining. The Maroons get it in the front court to Martins. 63-53. Ankeny will concede, and Dowling's going to win this by 10 here on senior night. Congratulations to head coach. Now we've got a technical foul called on Dowling.
It's just, I think those emotions all just came out at the very end. And
I think they got Coley for the technical.
Got Coley for the technical. It goes on, at least on that record, because I think it happened at the end of the game.
So final score is 63-53. They won't initiate any shooting, but Dowling with the win. The Maroons improved their record to 15-2 on the year. Ankeny falls to 8-7. Both teams ranked in the top 10, and both teams played like it tonight. They played a lot of it above the rim.
It's incredible, and just a fun game to watch for both teams, both fans. Love the play out of several of these Ankeny players. I'm watching Sorensen here. I was really impressed with his second half play. Rio Gary was really tough. Interesting that Allison sat most of that fourth quarter.
Yes.
But for the Maroons, holy smokes. Haven't seen Alfred Coley play that well, and it was just incredible how well Alfred Coley played throughout this game. And the Maroons, the ability to knock down three-point shots across the board, both, Max Capola hit one early, Noah Martins hit a couple, Gio Keelis hit a couple, even Coley and Crane knocked down a three-point shot, and the ability to knock down the three-point shot was important because the rim protectors were out.
No question about it. As we will total up our scores, we'll take a 2-minute break. following Dowling's doubleheader win tonight on senior night here at the Dowling Gym. In the girls contest, the Dowling girls defeat Ankeny 63-45. And in the boys contest, it was Dowling 63, Ankeny 53. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadell will total up our statistics and scoring and come back with our postgame show. And we may have an interview or two, so stay tuned as a postgame show is up next here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by CTO. Your support has helped thousands of students attend our Catholic schools. CTOIowa.org. At CTO, the bottom line, it's for the kids and their future.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com. Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formal Wear, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio. Life's buzzing with energy, and every moment is powered by our health. At Mercy One, their caring doctors focus on just that, so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
Welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines. Final score in the boys contest, Dowling 63, Ankeny 53. The Maroons ranked 4th in Class 4A, Ankeny ranked 10th, and both teams played like top 10 teams, wanting to getting ready for the postseason. And oh, by the way, these two teams will meet in 13 days. Thursday, February 19th, we travel to Ankeny. Early start, 6:15, and our friend, your co-coach in football, Coach Pollock, I think he may be there. We'll see. If not, we're going to get.
Well, he'll get the catbird seat, and they'll throw us on the baseline. But
that's right.
But when you look forward to that game, that's going to be exciting. I mean, this game was pretty intense by both teams. I mean, you can tell that both teams wanted this game really, really bad. There's cha-cha going on as we talked about the game. Even a little bit of cha-cha after the game. But officials did a great job keeping composure. But you can see the emotions of this game, and that I think will carry over into that game at Ankeny.
No question about it. Well, the Maroons with the win. Dowling improves its record on this season to 15-2. Ranked 4th in Class 4A. Ankeny falls to 8-7. Ranked 10th in Class 4A. And Jim, you got to look at the unofficial stats, and that was one to keep. We didn't keep block shots, but both teams had a ton of them.
They did, and the Maroons shot very well tonight. In their standards, shot 50% from the field. Made 7 3-point shots on 19 attempts. Out-rebounded Ankeny unofficially, and this is what I had, 27-16. So a lot of that was offensive rebounds. So Maroons 27 rebounds, 10 turnovers. For Ankeny, 43% shooting, made 6 3-point shots on 17 attempts. I mentioned 16 rebounds and 9 turnovers.
All right, let's look at the scoring tonight. First of all, for the visitors from Ankeny, as they were led by 3 players in double figures. Rio Aguirre finishing with 15 points, followed by Drew Sorensen with 14. And Max Allison finished with 10, did not score in the second half, had all 10 of his points at halftime. Rounding out scoring for Ankeny, 6 points for Jasani Campbell, who left the game with 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter, injured apparently his ankle in a collision in the lane, so he finished with 6 points. 5 points off the bench for Caden Clark for Ankeny. and then 3 points for Keon Ford. Hawks went 5 for 5 unofficially at the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Alfred Coley. Off the bench tonight, he gave up his starting spot, so Gio Keelis, one of the 9 seniors on the Dowling team, could get the start. Alfred off the bench with 25 points. He had 13 at halftime, finished with 25. He was followed and scored by Charlie Crane and Noah Martins with 11 points each. Gio Keelis, who got the start tonight, finished with 8 points. 5 points for Maddox Capola and 3 points for Nate Jenkins. Sam Ralston did not score as he came off the bench, and Evan Mitchell did not play, one of the bigs. We did not see Evan tonight as the Maroons went with a guard-oriented team. Dowling unofficially 6 of 13 at the free throw line tonight, Jimmy, and I thought that was important. The Maroons made more free throws than what Ankeny attempted, and that's what you like to see. That's a good part of the stat board.
And you're right, and the Maroons really just went 6 deep. You saw Sam Ralston come in there for, a spell there in the first half. Didn't see much of him in the second half, so anyway, went 6 deep, and it'll be interesting to see and ask Coach Anderson, how did your game plan adjust with when Max Allison was in the game? Your offense was completely different for when he was out, and the Maroons took advantage of that when Max Allison was on the bench, which seemed like a long time in that fourth quarter. They took advantage of the size advantage, fed Charlie Crane the ball against Rio Gary, and was successful in doing it. But across the board, I thought the Maroons played extremely well. Knocked down some 3-point shots, handled the pressure and the aggressiveness of Ankeny. But Alfred Coley, a tremendous game by that young man.
Certainly was, unofficially with 25 points. Dowling led at halftime 40-31 and outscored Ankeny 23-22 in the second half to win it 63-53. Now joined by Dowling boys head basketball coach Justin Einerson. And, Coach, congratulations on the win. What a grinder. This game was played well above the rim tonight at times. Isn't that fun to see at the high school level? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be in this league, to be in this region. I tell people all the time, there's a lot of CIML coaches that say it, but we go everywhere in summer, and, we're playing top teams from Missouri or Wisconsin or Minnesota, and, man, our league beats a lot of them. So basketball in Iowa is very good. I think you're starting to see that with how high quality our college teams are in this area, regardless of level. But it's really fun to play in this league every night. It is not fun to prepare for, but it is fun once you throw the ball up.
Well, the game was a lot of adjustments. Jimmy and I kind of talked about that, and you saw the matchups. When you have Ankeny's 7'1" Max Allison coming out guarding Maddox Capola because Keelis got the start and Alfred Coley didn't. That was kind of interesting, but it was just a game of matchups and the heart. Both teams playing very hard tonight. Unfortunately for Ankeny, they lost their starting point guard in Jasani Campbell with 5.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter with an ankle injury. But these guys are going up and down, your kids as well as theirs.
Yeah, it's a battle. There's a little bit of crossover with friendships with them. We had a really heated fall league game with them where, man, I had to tell our guys, we play these guys. We can't be just talking like this. Now, part of it is they're friends. It's the same problem I had in the cities where the refs don't know the difference between, what's derogatory and what's just playful. I think there was some of that tonight. But, very spirited battle, a little bit of a rivalry between us and them. And I have a lot of respect for their staff. And, man, their skill level is so high. So always feels good when you can get a win with them.
It makes so much sense. I made the comment midway through that game is, there was a lot of cha-cha going on. It felt like a game of a bunch of friends playing on the playground. And so your comment there makes a lot of sense. Yep. But I got to ask you to go back to the very beginning of the game. First quarter, you come in with a game plan, and I think your coaching stripes were earned tonight. You guys go down 8 really early in the game. You call a timeout, adjusted some things, and you guys went on a tear and took it into the half up 9. But what was that adjustment you made early in the first quarter, down 8?
Well, part of the visualization of coaching and part of all the planning, the reason we watch every possession of every game of every team is because you have to have a backup plan. And we have a different name for it. It's military terminology. I'll just save it. But it is everything went wrong. What can you do to get something going? And what was nice was when we went back to 2 bigs, we were able to take advantage of Max a little bit better than we thought we would. First we thought he'd be on Charlie, not Alfred. And secondly, Alfred is very fast for him. So gave us a lot of opportunities inside. We hit some big shots. Gio had a couple of big threes that were able to space them out a little bit. But the offensive rebounds, we can say as much as we want about First of all, Alfred's game was incredible. We can say what we want about all the open shots we had, but, man, the rebounds were the difference, no question.
And talked about it time and time again. Is we feel like Alfred Coley is really understanding that role, and he's seeing when other guys – he knows when other guys are going to shoot the ball, and his reaction is to go to the rim. And not only does he bring down the offensive rebound, he gets the offensive rebound at the rim and doesn't come down with it. And I think that's been a big part of his game and evolution. But Ankeny was so different with Max Allison in the game when he was out, and I think your offense attack was much different.
Yeah.
When Max Allison was in the game and he was protecting that downhill dribble drive that you guys have been very, very well, how did you guys change your offense? Because he was tough.
I tell you what, we had to grind it out because, I mean, there's two ways to score on him. One, you get the ball ahead of him. That's one way, and we tried that a little bit. I wouldn't say we were too successful, but the other one is to grind him out through sets. Got a couple of sets to go our way. When you look at what broke the game open, there's a couple of points where he was not in it, and we matched him small for small, and our guys just beat them. So that's big, because we were telling our guys all week, hey, we don't want to play their style, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Our guys want to play their style, so let's let them go do it. And when it was, 4 guards out there, I thought our guys did a really nice job.
Visit with Justin Einertson here on the postgame show following the Dowling boys' victory over Ankeny, 63-53 here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. A doubleheader sweep on senior night. And one stat I like, and I told Jimmy this, Coach Einertson, Dowling 6 of 13 at the free throw line. Percentage-wise doesn't look good, but you made more free throws than Ankeny attempted, so you got to like that.
I mean, that is the goal.
Yeah.
It's not exactly what the number you want to have, but we'll take that. That defensive intensity was very, very good. And, we had to make a couple of adjustments with Max and his roles that were wide open, but that second half was incredible.
Coach, talk about, and Jimmy and I talked about the environment tonight. It was juice. That both teams got into it. Student bodies were getting into it, and
Awesome.
the kids were getting into it. You had to temper it down a little bit a couple times during the first half, and then as the game ended. But as you said, the kids know each other. How do you temper that? And it's like, hey, we got a game. We got time on the clock. We got a game to play. How do you do that?
No emotion. Next play. 1-0, 1-0. It's something that we are, program-wide talking about all the time. Is we're going to try to be the less emotional team. You got to coach people through that because you don't know how you're going to feel until you feel it. But I thought our guys did a really nice job of riding the storm tonight. We knew that they were going to go on runs, and we just needed to ride the tide.
Well, the senior night, and you're going to graduate 9 of these young men and, of course, 4 managers. And we talked to you during the girls' game. Senior night hadn't happened yet. But anything changed since that? Because it's always emotional.
Well, we won a senior night game for the first time in a long time.
Is
I don't
that
know
right?
how many years, but
is that right?
Kevin was very open about how long it's been.
Okay.
I know it's right. We didn't win the last 2 when I was here.
Dante didn't win it when you were down this year? We had Cataldo down there.
Urbandale shot
flowers.
about 80% from 3 in the first half, and we still almost won that game, but we did lose it.
Oh, my goodness.
That feels good. I mean, here's why it feels good. First of all, it honors a great senior class. Like I said, they were good sophomores that became great seniors, and they're still at work here. But the other thing is we know that sub-state final is going to be emotional, and it gives me a lot of confidence that our guys can play through any kind of emotions that they have. They can play through bad runs and good runs, and everybody's saying how great they are and, hey, book your ticket to state. I mean, it's hard to focus on a night like this, right? And I thought our guys were very, very poised. I'll say that.
And I thought your senior contribution was incredible tonight. Yep. You take Alfred Coley. I mean, we can't say enough about what he did tonight, but you look early in the first quarter, Coppola hits a three-pointer as he's getting a lot of space.
Yeah.
Gio Keelis hits 2-3. Noah Martins comes out a little bit of his slumps and knocks down 2 early threes. You get a 3 from Charlie Crane. But the unsung hero in my mind was the defensive effort by Nate Jenkins on Rio Aguirre.
So awesome.
So tough. It was a battle. He face-guarded him throughout the entire game.
That's right.
And Rio got his shots and made some, but he made him earn every shot. So Nate Jenkins, his impact tonight in his senior night was on defense.
So well said. I mean, you talk about team MVPs. You don't usually talk about the defensive player of the team, and he is consistently valuable for us. And one of the biggest problems with how we award players in basketball is we always go points, assists, field goal percentage, and yeah, that's all great. But, man, Nate just went out there and held Rio to 15 points and made him really work. So how valuable is that? It's just something that not every team has. And we are so fortunate to have him.
Coach, in 13 days, you go up to Ankeny on a Thursday night, early tip-off, 6:15. You take on the Hawks again, and that'll be the end of the regular season. That'll be the final regular season game, and they're going to put Coach Cataldo and I on the baseline, and we'll do our best to stay out of the way.
NBA style.
NBA style, yeah, that's right.
That's
courtside. Courtside, Jimmy.
That's fine. I may take the day off because after watching this contest, and then at that point, all the pairings are going to be out. You know where you're going to be, so you're not nothing to lose. Obviously, you want to be healthy and things like that, but fun watching these two teams play tonight.
They were competitive. Coach, next week, Southeast Polk on Tuesday, and on Friday night, number 2 Waukee Northwest comes to town, and they might be number 3 by then because Waukee knocked them off Tuesday night. So we'll see what they do with the rankings, and then also you got a Saturday game a week from tomorrow, hosting Norwalk right here at noon on Saturday, Valentine's Day the 14th. So Jimmy's going to come.
I got out.
And no, you're going to come, watch the game, and then you're going to take your wife out to dinner.
I thought maybe you gave me an excuse that I had to work that night, but
does that sound doable, Coach Heinertsen?
That's great. Just go 1-0 every day. Next week is an easy week to be distracted.
Yes.
So we're just going to get back to work and focus on Tuesday, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Coach, for being part of this. A lot of listeners listen, and they like hearing what's going on in your program. The ones that can't be here, there's a lot of them here tonight, so we might have lost some listeners because they were here in the gym.
That's great. That's great. Keep coming out. This place has been incredible to see how loud it's gotten the last 2 years. So keep coming.
Congratulations, Coach, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Justin Heinertsen visited with us here on the postgame show following Dowling's win, doubleheader sweep over Ankeny tonight. Girls game won by Dowling 63-45. The boys game won by the Maroons 63-53. We'll take a 1-minute break. It'll be our final break of the night. Jimmy Cataldo and I will wrap things up when we come back as we're here at the Dowling Gym on senior night, and the place is starting to clear out. I didn't think it actually would, but it did. And we'll return in 1 minute. Vinny Cataldo is our studio producer. We'll return on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Pope John Paul II once said, "Humanity, its dignity and its balance, at every moment and on every place on earth will depend upon who he is for her and who she is for him." I am Father Thomas Loya with a Theology of the Body moment for the Tabor Life Institute. Why are we a man? Why are we a woman? Unless we know the why, we do not know the how to be man or a woman, and therefore we do not know how to really be for each other. The why behind being a man or woman is told in the theology of our gendered bodies. Our bodies speak a language. Gender reveals God. Through gender, we can actually participate in the way that God loves us. We can love as God loves. Human sexuality is an icon of the very interior life of the Holy Trinity. To find out more about the theology of the body, visit taborlife.org. taborlife.org.
Somebody that knows how to spin the numbers, spin the records back there, whatever it is. Vinny Cataldo spinning the music tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio, as he was our studio producer for the girl-boy basketball doubleheader, a couple of top 10 teams, and Dowling a winner tonight alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadeo. And the place is clearing out. I didn't think it would, Jimmy.
Well, everybody's going to go celebrate their senior night, and I'm sure they had dinner reservations, or they're all going to have a nice meal and go and celebrate this win. Tough win, but fun win, fun game for both teams.
Yes, it was. And congratulations to the seniors, and they were recognized with their parents. The Dowling girls having 2 senior players and 2 senior managers. The Dowling boys, 9 senior players and 4 senior managers, all recognized tonight. Hats off to them. And, Jimmy, that'll wrap up our broadcast. What a game. What a way to end it. The girls' game was exciting. 2 of the top 4 teams in Class 5A. And now the boys' game. 2 teams in the top 10 and both playoff bound. And Ankeny's, knocking on the door to be a number 1 seed. But right now they're at number 10. They got to move up a couple spots. But they have some time to do it. As I look at Ankeny's schedule, they take on Cedar Rapids Kennedy tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I think that game is at Waukee High School, part of that crossover. So Ankeny and Cedar Rapids Kennedy, 3 o'clock at Waukee High School tomorrow. Then next week, Ankeny travels to Waukee Northwest on Tuesday, and they're at Urbandale on Thursday. And Friday, they have their makeup game with Johnson 1 week from tonight. before taking on DCG and Dowling Catholic. So they have quite a few games they're going to be involved with, and we'll see them at the end of that. But what a game and a great environment here at the Dowling Gym.
It was, and you just continue to build your resume and getting closer and closer to that all important postseason bracketing, if you will, and you just want to build a good enough resume that's going to give you a positive path forward.
Girls brackets come out, the 4A and 5A brackets, I should say, for girls. They've already got the smaller schools done, but that'll come out on Wednesday at the latest. And the boys should be coming out soon. I haven't seen anything that's going to deter that, but going back to what they did a year ago, might be this week or next where the boys get their groupings. They'll get the 6 in each sub-state, and they'll seed them at a certain time. But that should be coming out here and hopefully in the next week.
Once you get your bracketing, you can kind of figure out what your path is going to be. At least for Dowling, you'll understand you'll be a 1 seed. Who's going to be that 2 that you're probably going to face if you win through. And there's some really, really good teams in that second tier that will cause many teams issues.
Absolutely.
This Ankeny team will certainly cause whoever is the number 1 in their bracket some issues. Urbandale's been a really, really good team in my opinion.
Johnston, another team that's
well said. And we talked about them, that they're a much different team now that Tino Day is back.
You aren't kidding.
In their lineup.
We look forward to that. All right, Jimmy. Well, thank you. Safe travels next week. We'll see you Tuesday here at the Dowling Gym. Yeah, we're home. We're home again. Home this week and home next week. How about
girls
that?
are going to try to bounce back after a loss against Waukee Northwest, and the Maroons are going to play a heck of a Waukee Northwest team that Tuesday night.
Yep. Friday night.
Friday night.
Next Tuesday night, we'll be on the air with Southeast Polk Dowling Girl Boy doubleheader. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy Cataldo, my broadcast partner for Game 2. Mike Burker, I want to thank him for helping me out in Game 1. That'll wrap things up from the Dowling Gym. Our thanks to everybody involved from the Dowling standpoint, Athletic Director Tom Wilson, and tonight it was Jared Herring, the Assistant Athletic Director, and along with Colleen Webb. We appreciate all their support. And our thanks to our business underwriters and supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio's coverage of Dowling Catholic sports. They include Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, our thanks to Iowa Wealth Management, Construction Professionals, our thanks to Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Fast Signs in Clive. And our next broadcast will be coming up on Tuesday night. In the meantime, I want to thank Ankeny head basketball coaches Nate Toby and Brant Carlson. Appreciate everything. And, of course, Athletic Director Mike Baker and his staff, Emma Meyer, Lisa Meeker, and Lee Nelson. And, of course, the Dowling coaches Kristen Meyer and Justin Einertson. Our next high school basketball broadcast will be this coming Tuesday night, February 10th, Southeast Polk at Dowling, and that'll be Game 2 of their series. Pre-game at 6 o'clock. Girls will tip off at 6:15. Boys at 7:45. Right here from the Dowling Catholic Gym in West Des Moines. Final score for the final time tonight in the girls contest, it was Dowling defeating Ankeny 63-45, and in the boys contest, it was Dowling 63, Ankeny 53. For Vinny Cataldo, our studio producer, and for Mike Burkert and Jimmy Cataldo, I'm Mark Amadale. And until next time, thank you for tuning in tonight on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. And from all of us with the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled weekend.
Dowling Catholic Basketball and Iowa Catholic Radio has been brought to you by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Iowa Wealth Management, and Bozen the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.